Kelly here again, and I do this probably once a year. I kind of rearrange my craft room because I may be into different things at that time, so I kind of wanted to show you what I did. For one thing, this is new. This is my embroidery machine, and I'm still learning about it. So I haven't done a whole lot with it. And this is when you first walk into the craft room, which there's my door, my kitties. I need to clean that porch off. That's my next project, or one of my projects. Over in this corner, when you first walk in, and it's kind of behind the door, this is my little sewing area. So I've got my embroidery machine. And I have two sewing machines up here. This is my one. I got it when I was about 19 years old, so I still use it and I'm comfortable with it. This is a newer one up here, and I haven't worked with that one. I've been doing a lot of sewing. I've been making some masks for my family and friends. So that's what I've been doing with that. This is still going to stay my area for making cards, scrapbooking, and the mini photo albums, and of course I've got my pegboard up there, and this shelf here has a lot of like little paper pads, punches, ink, and then I've got some more stamps over there and some markers and pens, and right there are my pens that I'm using, or my markers that I'm using to do my lettering. I've been doing a little bit of that on my cards that I've been making. So this is my area, and my husband brought this in for me. It's kind of I was sitting in this chair, but he brought this in and it's really comfortable. It's kind of a stool. Under there I've got some light bulbs and things like that, and all my tools. And that right there is my I get monthly kits, card making kits, and they're kind of coordinated, so I just keep all that stuff in there, trash can. And this right here, I got it from the dollar store, and I plan to take this off. I haven't done it yet, and I've got to paint the front door, and I'm going to do something with the front of this, where my husband had built these. This whole craft room my husband had built for me, so I love him. So anyways, these are just some tools and things, and all this stuff is stuff that I use regularly. I've got some little seeds there that I've got a project. But I've got some punches, and that's all my adhesives. I've got some more stamps down there, and a lot of envelopes. Here I've got some miscellaneous. That's all paint, like that I picked up from Walmart and things like that. I've got some burlap and things that I would use for, like there's some moss and things like that, and then I've got some styrofoam and some cardboard. In that here I've got some things I use for paper, and that's just tools and things. Over here on this desk I've got this, I've had this forever, and I keep handy things that I use all the time. Glue gun. I've got some remotes. Over here, it's a picture of my husband. I keep these out over here in this area because so I can kind of spread out. I keep my cutter and my envelope maker because I like making my own envelopes. That's a project I'm working on. Here I've got a lot of different beads and little things that I can use, because I do make those little floating teacups. Here's my big shot, and here's some more beads and things like that, beads and buttons that I use, and I've got a lot of beads and buttons, and that's like punch and things like that. That stuff, where I've started making cards. Some more sequins, beads, things like that over there. Down here, I've got miscellaneous tools in there. I've got things like to keep beads and things, little containers and things like that. And then there I've got like some sandpaper, trash bags, things like that. I keep this. This has been the best way for me to keep some of my stickers and things. This has always just worked well for me. I've tried different things, but I just have a cardboard with different types of I keep wanting to say stamps, of stickers, and then I just keep some miscellaneous stuff down there. Over here, let me back up. This is on the other side of this room, and these are some new stamps and embossing folders that I've gotten. I'm trying to keep some plants alive. These drawers, I've got, you know, a lot of like washi tape and ribbon and things like that. And I think there's a bunch of letters in here. Yeah, different size letters, wood letters. Here on this shelf, these little 12 by 12 inch little cubbies. There's two of them. There's one down here and one over here. I turn it sideways, and I've got some, this is from like a consignment shop. There's some really old handbooks and school books back from the early 1900s. I've got some foil ink, some miscellaneous little cardboard cutouts. Those are some pads, paper pads and things. I still have some, I have some punches, different type of punches and things like that for We Are Keeper. These, I put some of my clear stamps that I get, like, you know, like for instance, something like this. I keep in those books. I've got some, in that basket, I've got some Christmas stuff. Those down there I don't use as often. They're embellishments. Then I've got some Project Life. Some extra photo albums. Here I've got a lot of wood embellishment things. And then here, I haven't had a chance to go through, but those are some embossing folders and stamps. This right here is all my 12 by 12 paper. Well, no, there's some 8.5 by 11 over here, some paper, but the rest are my 12 by 12 paper pads. I've got this. It's like a spinner with some stickers. This I've got to do something with this, because this is like my leftover paper that I need to use. This little shelf here I've got with some things. Those are two of my daughters, and I need to get my other daughter up here too. Put a picture of her in here. And some things that they've given me, and my husband, he gave me this when I became a nurse. And when you walk into this area, it steps up. And this is the newest section of my craft room. I like that. I found it at like a Goodwill. I've got some wooden letters and just some things, shelves. Whoops, I'm sorry, I keep going out of focus. Here on this side, and then I've got a basket of flowers and my heater and some wreaths. Oh, and up here, those are my large paper flowers that I made for a baby shower. I've done some baby showers and weddings. So when you walk in here, I've got this ironing board because like I said, I was making masks. So, to iron the material, over here in this corner, this is where I have actually inherited a lot of these flowers. And I use them seasonally, but I've got a bunch. Up here is my garland flowers that has flowers on it. And that's, of course, my favorite thing that I've made is this chandelier. My husband and I made that, and I love it. It turned out so good. On this shelf right here, now in this room, it's mainly like bigger projects, you know, just random projects that I make. So I keep a lot of things in here that I've either made or that I'm going to do something with. But like I've got some glass up here. I've made some apothecary, I think that's right, apothecary jars. And picture my mom and dad. I've got some material there, some extra photo albums and things like that. I've got some glassware. Same down here. All my cleaning supplies. Down there I've got some yarn and some wood cutouts that I need to paint. And then some clay pots and some sand and rocks. That's another project that I'm working on for Mother's Day. Up here, my husband made this for me. He took some wood. I don't know if you can see underneath. And then we used funnels. And he put the holes in the wood. And then I was able to put all my flowers. I'm going to back up so you can see all these. And over in that corner, that was something I made. That was kind of a dupe from something from Kirkland's, I think. I found this at Hobby Lobby, and I put little knick-knacky glass things in there. This is I've got to go back and fix my bird feeder that I made last year because the glass broke on it. Down here I just have some random stuff, and then I have these wooden crates which I used for a wedding once. And it's just like, that's just some raffia here. I've got some stuff to do embossing. There is to do some painting, and that's an empty box down there. I used those in a baby shower once. That was really cute. I put some flowers coming out of there and had balloons tied to them. It was really cute. Here's my little machines. That's my Cricut. And that is my laminator. And that's my Mink. That is my Create a Sticker machine. This just has, I've got in here some little paper. And these are my two small picture printers. And that's my one that does the 4x6. I've got to finish this photo album of my husband and I. Here is my laser printer, and I got that because you can do foil on ink from your laser jet, you know, your laser printer. It will adhere to that, so I have that. I have a desktop in here. Down here, I've got some flowers and just some random wood. There's some leather strips, rings, some string down there. Okay, and I've got a lot of stuff, like I said, but I just, these are all things, I use all this stuff. It's crazy to think, but, and here, I made this, we're working on an RV, fixing it up. I made this. out of some things I got from like the dollar store and Dollar Tree. A little Lazy Susan type of thing. And then I've got some shelves up here. I've got a project for that and those. And I couldn't help it. I had to get that one time when I was in I found it at the dollar store. Here's some more glass things for projects. A lot of teacups, because I'll show you my floating teacup here in a minute. And like I said, I keep a lot of things here for just random projects. Down here's a lot of supplies, like some things for painting. I've got paint, spray paint down there, sticks, and then there's like some garland, burlap. Under this table here, I've got totes of seasonal things, Christmas, fall, things like that. This is a table that I kind of inherited through my family, and it was a kind of like a dining room table, but I used it like as a display. This is my bow maker that my husband made me, and it is awesome. I love it. This piece right here actually came off of a desk, but they or someone in our family didn't want it, so I brought it in here. And this actually, I can like pin stuff up here, which I kind of like. And then over here are some shelves with some more things that either I've made or that I'm probably going to use. And let me show you that floating teacup if I can find it. Oh, I'm sorry, it's over here. Right there. I give those things away all the time. People love them. Okay. So over here, I've got some of the mesh there that I was using mostly at Christmas. I've got some jars and things and some wooden letters. Here I've got things for like my Cricut, some materials, some canvases. I've got a chair and then a box of pictures that I'm using in a project. And so you can look out from this way. Let me back up a little bit more. See, it looks like a lot of stuff, but I use all this stuff, so I know. I'm crazy. I'm a hoarder. But anyways, this I just picked up today. It is there's a place in our town that people can get together and paint things, and they cut out the wood, and I picked up a couple of things here. These are door hangers, and this is like a mason jar, so I've got that to paint. And then this I really like. It comes with the round wood, and then you paint the truck whatever color you want. And then it comes with these separate pieces that you can Velcro. Excuse me. My throat's dry. So, I'm excited to do that. But let me let you look again. My puppy's laying over there. She's tired from running around after me. So anyways, well, thank you for watching, and I appreciate all of you that have subscribed and that watch my channel. Y'all are amazing, and I will be coming back soon with some of these projects to show you. And I hope that y'all are well and safe through these times. As you can see, this is pretty much where I stay. But anyways, thank you again, and you have a great rest of the day. Annie. Annie. She is tired.